Hey guys!
Hey!
Hey!
Welcome back to more Isaac. Last time I had a normal run, but I failed in the depth. So... Depth.
Monster 2 has bested us.
I wanna try Waka Waka again. Probably won't finish it, probably.
That's the spirit.
It's all about the motivation.
I mean, all Isaacs run end in death. One way or another.
There's like...
I mean, in the end we all die, don't we?
If there's like an enemy which moves a lot, you should try to only make one bullet at a time.
Life is the ultimate Isaac run.
And then like tap shooting.
Like this?
Yeah, because then the magnetic pull is not so strong when you like when you cluster them up.
Yeah, you can just essentially fire normally if you wish, so to speak. I mean, it's still magnetic, but you know, different.
Clustering them up can be nice, but
yeah, I know. When you're trying to I wish I could attack these guys normally or something, you know? You can't try that.
you have to get a feeling for what's appropriate.
Larry!
I'm pretty sure you can like pull him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like pull his pieces apart.
Oh jeez, that doesn't sound nice. Yeah, I don't like that image. I mean, I know he's just a buttworm, but you know.
A buttworm with feelings.
Buttworm with many butts.
Yeah, he has. In the original Isaac, there was like a butt on every segment.
So like, even if you destroyed one butt, the other would still have a butt, so it's like, how many butts does he have?
Like if you destroy the last segment, the next one becomes the butt, but like only one has the butt spread at a time.
Yeah.
But the original had like
7 butts.
yeah, at the same time.
Unlimited butts.
But at least they programmed that they only poop from the last.
At least the butt poop programming is tight in this game. Okay.
There's nothing to get.
Yeah, no item rooms in this run either.
I found out there actually is a chance that Larry poop has stuff inside, but it's way lower than normal poop.
Ah, okay, so but there is a bit of use in trying to pop every poop. Try to pop every poop. Sounds like something that would be a saying, you know, like in Isaac Land.
What you were saying earlier sounded kind of like a math problem in like a children's book. Like, if Larry has 7 segments and each segment has a butt.
How much poop can he produce?
How many butts?
How much shit can he deal with?
It's like a riddle, you know. If Larry has 7 segments and each segment has a butt, how many segments? How many butts does Larry have? And it's a 7. No, 6, because one segment has to be the head, which doesn't have a butt. But you said every segment has a butt. Yeah, I tricked you.
Yeah, I lied.
Never listen to your teachers.
Look out.
Just like in the real world.
I tell you to look out as you're already way on your way of, you know, looking out. Oh no, enemies!
Be careful! Be careful! Dude, I'm already done. Oh. Nah.
Did any of you ever like consider to like watch all of Spongebob in English so you can quote it in English? Or are you like, nah. I'm kinda like, when I wanna quote something and I got some time, you know, I'm not like say I wanna make if you wanna make a meme online, I wanna make a joke and I don't need to make it like right away, I just wanna quote the SpongeBob thing, I just look up what the English script says, you know? So I usually go to SpongeBob Wiki, like, transcript of the episode please, okay, this is the
My shitpost need to be as accurate as possible.
Yeah. Also because if you don't say the exact quote, they wouldn't get it. You know? Like imagine if someone incorrectly quoted SpongeBob at you, you know? Also...
It just sounds like you're talking stupid talk.
And also, there's of course cases where like it doesn't actually say the same in German and English because, you know, they added something or they had to change something because it wouldn't have worked and so forth. So I just gotta make sure so I don't look like an idiot on the meme scene.
Oh. Now there's a guaranteed devil deal available on every floor.
Oh.
You don't have to use them.
Because you wear a stupid goat on your head.
You don't have to take them, but you can always
Look out.
peek inside.
Peek inside.
Stop it.
Sound like the Smash
Monstro.
Bros.
So, yeah, back to SpongeBob. I have not seen a lot of English SpongeBob. Well, I've seen some of English SpongeBob, like I've seen the entire movie. But from everything that I have seen, I felt like the German version, I preferred it.
Yeah, I do prefer the German version too. Though
Of course, nostalgia plays into it,
Yeah.
you know?
I also recognize that there's cases where like the German version doesn't work as well because it's a joke that actually just works in English and is awkward in German. And then that's really just nostalgia. Though I also feel like the German voice actor of SpongeBob especially is really good. You know, he's a really good actor, one of my favorites.
I also feel like they...
Ooh, kitty. Don't
Nine.
take... Look out the red fire.
Okay.
9 extra lives.
Should I...
9 extra lives.
Okay, if you take the 9 extra lives from the cat, you
Just
get
put out the fire.
You get sent to 1 HP, but you can take like the missing page, because that HP is gonna be gone anyway if you take the cat.
So if you
What's this though?
It makes like sometimes when you take damage, everybody takes damage.
So if
I take damage a lot.
so if you want to if you want to take either of them, you can just take both because
But if I get this, then I have just 1 heart left
yeah,
forever, right?
not forever.
No, if
you can still get
if you pick up HP afterwards.
well, you don't have your heart containers anymore. You have to get more HP ups, but you can still gain more health eventually. So it's like, yeah, they're right. Do it.
It's a pretty nice deal if you ask me. You know, because I made it.
Hey, and I'm keeping my black heart.
Yeah, that is from the missing page.
Yeah, but I didn't think I would keep it. Yeah, also
well,
like...
the price tag was a red heart, so it wouldn't take the black heart. It only takes red hearts. You're so blue. Oh yeah, that's because of magnetism.
You might wonder what book the missing page is from. And I'm pretty sure we actually know.
Bible.
The Satan book.
The book of prophecies.
No, it's probably
The
a page missing from the Necronomicon.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Because the Necronomicon does like the everybody takes damage effect that you get from the missing page
Why
once
am
in a
I
while.
like having this dark outline, by the way?
Because of the missing page?
Yeah, it's the missing page.
Okay.
So,
No.
what did you want to say about SpongeBob still?
Oh,
Ouchie.
no.
Look out for the maggots.
Oh, okay, so I respawned in the room before, so...
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
look
like-
out. These go at you right when they see you.
It's like a
You
fusion
can
of...
stand behind the lake and shoot over the lake, you know? So that they hit them from afar.
It's like a fusion of Chub and Larry.
Jerry. What are they actually called?
I have no idea.
My nightmare.
And watch out for the tiny maggots. They chase at you when they see you. Well, not the fat ones, but still.
They're called something with grubs.
I think they're just called grubs, aren't they?
No.
No.
Something...
Stone
I don't
grubs.
know, something with a G.
These with no face, they can't see you, so they won't chase you, but... Where is he?
Oh
is it?
god,
He's
where
like
is he?
going around.
Look out! But they can change directions pretty fast, so when they charge at you like vertically, you can dodge horizontally.
If you have like
I know
enough... If you
words.
have enough tears around and they start charging, you can just like keep them in place because they can't move forward anymore.
Oh, these are shitty. Also remember that you can just like not hold it and just shoot normally, right? If that feels better.
There's also like the technique of shooting the cluster away when the enemy arrives to
Ah, jeez.
like fling them away.
Cornered by flies.
I think this was a challenge that doesn't have item rooms because you start
Yeah.
with the items.
Yeah. Double bomb. Oh, there's a shop. Wanna see if they have something good?
I have just 1 money.
Oh. 1 money. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, great.
There's this one clip in a German dub of SpongeBob that got somewhat popular because it was like in a Vine, which is the one where, like, you know, SpongeBob is like shaking Mr. Krabs because, you know, he's not letting Squidward work for him again, you know? And then he drops his first dime and all that. And that one was like in a Vine where at the end it's like, und sie wollen ihn nicht wieder einstellen wegen so dämlichen Groschen. Where like they really overclocked the audio to make it sound like really, you know, loud. But actually, when you look at this clip like in its normal audio, it's still pretty impressive how he yells, you know. There's a lot of it's a really realistic yell. It's not like what I just did where I'm like whisper yelling because I don't want to be actually loud, you know?
Yeah, you can see, you can hear it in his voice. The pain.
Why do you go back into the room where there's nothing to get?
Oh.
Because we're talking about SpongeBob.
You can go into the spike room and then teleport out with your tarot card.
This is the spike room?
Bum bum.
Okay, there's nothing to get here.
Yeah, go.
You could have blown the guy up, but there's not much to get.
Yeah.
No.
Flies.
There's a tinted rock.
Get the tinted rock. It might have a heart.
Don't shoot, just kill him with the bomb. Oh, okay.
Didn't hit the
How did that happen?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, mister. Real funny.
And now step on this. the game is mocking you.
Let's check the challenge room.
What?
Now you're the boss.
Let's check it. Okay.
Yeah, that's a normal chest. It looks boring. Like 5 blue hearts in there or something. Well, I don't know. The German voice like, oh, Gertie Jr.
This is like the worst boss to fight with magnetic tears.
Oh no.
Because he's like pretty much air hockey puck.
Also with like the...
Try shooting...
with this item.
Yeah, magnetic tears.
No, I mean the cat.
Well, the cat doesn't do anything.
Well, because, I mean, I have just 1 heart container, you know? That, like, is really bad.
You could
But
try...
like, if you didn't take the cat, you would be dead by now.
It's weird because
I could have healed myself on multiple occasions if I didn't have it, you know?
It's weird because, like, the boss noise plays, but it doesn't play the open the door noise, so I was like, wait, is that a glitch?
This is literally purgatory. Just release me from this mortal coil.
You could try shooting normally at her. If that is easier
it's
to
not
time
way
for
better.
you. I mean, then you can focus on dodging and don't gotta build your army the whole time, you know? One more.
Still an annoying boss even with normal shots.
And I have to press like twice as much.
I'm sorry. Dang, his drawing of Gertie Jr. is pretty...
Bad.
That's not her shape.
Looks like a diaper with a head.
Yeah. And your poop.
It's like impressive how much harder Gertie Jr. is in comparison to the normal Gertie.
Get in the box, Snappy!
I mean it... Oh. I mean it makes sense because, you know, the future... Dio.
It's Dio!
The future generations learn from the mistakes of the past and improve. Just like this Isaac will improve, maybe.
All dice items
change.
they
stuff.
re-roll a different part of the room. And this dice changes every enemy in the room.
A single
Including
die
boss?
is a die.
Except bosses.
It's 2 dice and 1 die.
I don't care. It's always dice to me.
1 dice, 2 dices. Why is the singular of dice not douse?
I was gonna say.
The enemy it changes into are locked to the floor you are on, so you don't get endgame enemies on the early floors.
Oh, famine. How
great.
nice. How wonderful.
So if they are flies, don't use it. But if they are like a lot of fatties, you could change them into flies instead.
I want to say something, but I forgot. Oh yeah, because of the dice and doubt thing, I was thinking again of our English books in school and all these random scenarios they would have just in order to say like the right amount of words that we were supposed to learn that lesson, you know. Like, and something I always remember is like the pretense they had so they could talk about the difference between mouse and mice so that we would learn that irregularity. And it was like, you know, they were talking about what should we get our friends for birthday? Like, how about a mouse or 2 mice, one for Nick and one for Debbie, because they were like Nick and Debbie. It's like,
You remember their names?
yeah, because I remember that line so well. You know, maybe can you reroll a boss?
Len just said I can't.
Oh, I'm
Youch.
sorry, I was thinking about the mouses.
We never got to use Dio.
It's better this way.
You remember it gives you invincibility frames.
Yeah.
It's like a dodge roll, so this is just like Dark Souls.
This is the Dark Souls of Dark Souls. Would you say this is like, if you've used Dark Souls in the first Zelda, is that actually accurate description of Isaac, or are you saying, nah, you're just making stuff up now?
You're just making stuff up now, because there's like...
They aren't real.
I also think like I know it can help to like describe the feel, but it's also like limiting if you only refer to a game based on other games.
Yeah, especially because when people say Dark Souls, they don't actually mean the wipe of Dark Souls. Wipe.
They just
The
mean
wipe.
that it's hard usually.
Yeah. And just say it's a hard game. Like, for example, I think it's actually accurate, for example, to compare Hollow Knight to Dark Souls, because it's not just hard, it also has that kinda vibe, you know? This idea of, you know, you died and you're exploring this world and there's lore in the
And you're
items.
hollow.
And you're niked.
Or like say, I like to compare Kirby to Dark Souls in the sense that they have a similar way of you know, conveying their larger lore to players in the form of item and boss descriptions that you can find optionally, you know? But, of course, aside from that, it's nothing like Dark Souls, you know?
And you need like a huge YouTuber who compiles all the shit of lore lying around.
Well, if you're a lore scrub, I guess. Real lore masters learn Japanese and read the Japanese wiki, which has a bunch of stuff Japanese fans made up on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we all know Japanese fans are the superior fans.
That's the thing, you know, they aren't. I mean, they aren't worth either. It's just like, you know, they're fans, we're all
Yeah.
fans, and they too make stuff up and get stuff wrong, just like any other idiot. And we know fans are always idiots. Gemini, it's been so long. I guess you don't love me anymore, like everyone else. I don't know where that came from.
How could you betray me? I thought we were partners.
Sorry, bros before hoes.
What?
What? And Gemini is like, I don't know you. And they're like, no, I'm talking to the other Gemini. Gemini and Gemini.
I think the big Gemini was also an enemy design from an earlier game of Edmund.
Oh, that's the button.
I think he was in Gish or planned for Gish.
No?
But
Sorry, keep talking.
but he didn't use him in the end. And then I think the second dude, like
I
the
feel
small
so bad
guy,
about Gemini because he looks so happy to see me.
the small
'Cause he wants to kill
Gemini
you.
was introduced in Isaac, I think.
Okay. But when I look at the big Gemini, when he stands still, you know, you could, I think what you said makes sense, because he does have that kind of look that is a bit more like proto-Isaac, you know? Just a bit of his proportions, like later Isaac stuff has
Come on.
a more balanced face, like eye to mouse ratio and stuff. And if they have something big, it's usually the mouth. You know what I mean? Like, Isaac has like 2 dots eyes, like he's like a Funko Pop, and then he has his mouth. He has a Funko Pop with a mouth, which means he's actually improved and better. And in contrast,
And
like,
his head is round.
and a lot of enemies you'd meet are kind of like basic recolors of that. Even like these fatties, they're just fat Isaacs, so to speak. And like Gemini in turn has like this huge mouth, kind of like Monstro, and then these different shaped eyes, which is kind of unusual for most Isaac guys.
If you don't eat your greens, you're gonna be me.
No. Well, I mean, I could be completely talking out of my butt here, but if that what you said is true, that he's an early stuff that was from something else, that would explain this design thing. And with this style of like the teeth and the eyes and stuff, he kinda reminds me of the Invader Zim style.
Okay.
Yeah.
The mark on his head is supposed to be like a boot print.
Wait, what? Which mark? Oh, on Gemini or on Isaac?
Gemini.
Okay, it's like...
He has like, on the right half of his head, there's like this.
Okay. I thought his head was just cracked.
Yeah, it is cracked because there's a boot print on it.
Oh.
Because he was kicked in the head.
Look at the front. Like, it was like, I thought you meant that. Like, that's obviously an anger Wayne. Have you never watched Pokemon?
I'm so angry.
I mean, Jessie pretty much has these on her at every given moment, especially in the early seasons. I don't know how she's like today. I hear she's good.
She's defeated.
I remember I used to not know that was supposed to be a Wayne. I just thought, oh, it's the anger mark.
Yeah.
I mean, I still understood it because, you know, the context makes it easy. I remember this is weird, like, you always remember, like, really simple stuff, like the mouse thing, but I remember the first time I drew an anger mark like that on a character, I was like, yeah, I expressed anger with my art skills, based on something I learned from a show I love. I'm such an artist. I mean, it sounds silly, but it's these moments that are important.
Reality can become anything I want.
I have the pen. I have the paper. It's like that Spongebob episode.
The pen is stronger than the sword.
You know, when they say the pen is mightier than the sword, they actually mean like a feather.
You can jump to the coins.
That means I can jump to the heart.
When he
Yeah, but you should pick it up after you beat the boss because it turns
I'm
into
gonna lose it.
Yeah. I'm gonna lose it.
You can blow up all of the pots if you jump in the middle, place a bomb and jump out. Or just place a bomb here if you don't think you're fast enough.
Oh
Can
wait,
I,
but
like-
the spider, isn't it gonna... Okay, you did it.
Okay.
Spiders.
You can leave and the spiders will be gone.
The spiders are like, dude, we lived there.
I would have expected a greater haul, but whatever.
You know what Isaac is actually like? It's like a fusion of Zelda 1 and the work of Edmund Macmillan.
No way. Now you're talking out of your butt.
It's kinda like Spelunky.
Spelunky was actually one of the biggest inspirations for Isaac.
Yeah, I know. And I think, you know, just in case someone misunderstood what I said, Edmund didn't make Spelunky, right?
No.
Yeah, no. But
I wish he did.
I think he knows the developer personally, but
yeah.
after Spelunky was made.
Yeah, but it's like, you know,
They became game bros.
It's like, do you like Isaac? But are you thinking, man, I wish I had this, but more like Zelda 2, then play Spelunky.
The Spelunky Replayed is actually like Spelunky Rebirth. There was like a pixel art version, which was which came out a few years before the
Yeah, you showed it to me once.
Spelunky we know, and he met in between him. He met Edmund, and in the Spelunky Replayed, there you can unlock Super Meat Boy, which is Edmund's character.
Me. I also got a black one. Did I get that before already?
I think.
Yeah, you got it from your
pin?
safety
Yeah.
pin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Somehow it gives you an evil up, which are black hearts.
it's kind of funny because, you know, Isaac started out as like animated. I mean, like animated in Flash, and then became pixel art, and then Spelunky started out as pixel art, and then became something that looks more like Flash animation. I know it's not, but it looks like it. And that's beautiful.
In a more drawn style.
Okay, let's continue this run next time.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alright.
I am ready.
No, you're not supposed to be ready. You're supposed to be ready next time.
Okay, so we see you guys then.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Look at the drawing Isaac did of himself being snapped in half.
Yeah.
See, the upper half of his body looks like the kanji for human. I mean, person.
The lower.
Yeah, his legs, which is kinda. This is kind of how you're taught to remember the kanji based on like it looks like legs. So remember that means person. So
I can't believe Isaac is trying to learn Japanese.
I can't believe
Isaac is teaching his kanji.
So if you want to learn, I was gonna say if you want to learn Isaac, learn Japanese. If you want to learn Japanese, play Isaac.
All right. So we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.